Welcome back, Lacrosse friends. We're about to have Game 3 of the 2017 LASNAI Lacrosse All-Stars North American Invitational. I'm Steven Stamp with Tom Scavetta, and a couple of fairly wide margins of victory so far, and I think we may be in for another one here. As we're going to see the Courage Game All-Stars, who are the Courage Game house team, who have some talent. They've got some guys who can play, but again, this is guys who signed up individually, so there's not going to be a lot of cohesion, whereas you saw in the first game the Stingers played in the opener of the tournament that they work as a well-oiled machine.
It was a quite dominant first game for the Stingers, Stamp. And Oakley Thomas, Neil Pallas, a couple of guys, each had 3 goals apiece, and we'll see if they can do that again here in their second game, Game 3 of the day against the Courage House team.
Chase Martin will be in net once again. We talked about actually, it's going to be Mikey Thompson going out to start this one. Chase Martin will take the second half. We talked earlier about how Warren Hill was also on this team. He is not actually going to play for them. He's going to play for the Frog Pond Maulers. The Maulers goalie wasn't able to make it, so he's going to go over, instead of having 3 on this team, he'll go over and join the Maulers, who will be in action at 6:50 playing LCC Radotin. That should be a terrific game. That is a large contingent of the Czech national team on there, who just won a silver medal at the European Lacrosse Championships. Frog Pond Maulers will actually start their tournament at 3 o'clock in the outdoor box playing Music City, team from Nashville.
Should be an interesting game. His good friend of mine, Tim Austin, is actually taking the face-off against Oakley Thomas, so it should be fairly
Tim Austin,
interesting.
who was over in speaking of Finley, he was over there with the Irish team, and he is probably best known from that tournament for cross-checking me in the back while I was wide open on the crease in our pickup game. There was a fun game, but he flattened me pretty good. I think it would have been 4 for check from behind, but we were roughing ourselves, so we just had a little tussle, dropped the gloves, threw the buckets, and chucked some knuckles. And we had it all settled out. Tim Austin, he almost had the face-off win, but it picked up there by Mike Whalen. Syracuse trying to put the pressure on again. Remember, they scored right off the opening faceoff in their first game, Oakley Thomas, and then he scored again about 50 seconds later, and they are off to the quick start once more. The Stingers, 10 seconds. That definitely was more than 10 seconds. I think we had a little late start on the clock, but early in the game, the Stingers up 1-0.
Trying to see who that was. I think it might have been Dewey Porter with that goal.
May have been. He's returned to the bench here, hasn't he? He's wearing the red helmet.
Believe that's who it was.
I think he's like right in front of us, actually blocked by our monitor. No, where'd he go? Oh, he's out. Oh, he is still on the floor, and it was Dewey Porter. You're right. Little flip pass attempt from Jacob Wynn. Doesn't get through, and it'll be possession to the Stingers. Oakley Thomas, long pass to Rocket Roger Weiss. Stopped there. So we're just going to have to double-check who the starting goaltender is for the Courage Game team. We'll check that one for you.
It looks like Tristan John.
That would make sense, yep.
So 1-0 here, just over a minute into the contest.
Pass ahead, scooped up off the turf by Miles Greenblatt. He's going to run to the middle, finds a man down low. Greenblatt comes up with it off the boards. They're running down to about 14 on the shot clock, but Mike Thompson comes up with it. He's looking up the floor immediately, but he will hand off the short pass instead to John Siliberto. Siliberto gets it ahead. Nifty little move, but off the shoulder of Tristan John on the shot by Mike Whalen. Boy, Whalen's really running the floor here in Syracuse's second game. 8-second count. Actually, it looks like a 10-second count. There's a chance at the top of the rip, and a goal. Sweet finish by Ty Hill.
Ty Hill just overpowering the goalie there. Excellent shot. Finds the back of the net. 2-0 Stingers. So not as quick as they got to 2-0 last time, but nevertheless, still a 2-0 lead.
It's taken them almost 2.5 minutes this time. And the Courage game, very cool, is started by number 24 on the team, Nick Welton. And it's basically a program or foundation that he has established to give an opportunity for LGBT athletes, lacrosse players, to come out, feel supported, feel like they can play the game, because a lot of them would just feel that's an over and back, would feel like they just wouldn't be able to do it. They may not be able to come out and be accepted in the game, and he's trying to show them that they can be, and great to see that effort working by Nick Welton, and he's out playing on the team. Syracuse with possession. That pass goes awry, though, and it is snagged by Tristan John. And the outlet pass doesn't quite connect, but Eli Gobrecht is going to track it down. He gets it off the boards. They've got a man on the back door. Nice job, though, by Derek Bennett of the Stingers to take away that pass, and they can't quite connect with Brian Nguyen. Loose ball picked up by the Courage game. Just 5 left on the shot clock. Penalty coming, though, to the Stingers. It's going to be an illegal substitution call.
Very physical right here in front of us for that loose ball just a few moments ago, and first penalty of the game.
I'm not sure if it was on the transition or if it was when that ball was being scrambled for. The play was right in front of the bench, and you had some guys changing, and that can get a little tricky. They're going to let you go if you're off by a step or two and you're away from the play. But if you're involved in the play, it's going to be blown down every time. And I love Kevin Forster, the ref, the way he's signaling, indicates the penalty. They're saying, no, they're disagreeing. He just nods his head. Yeah, absolutely. Courage game on the power play, going to try and cut into this deficit. And Guyan left it there, takes it back, tries to cut underneath Thomas. Pass across, big save by Mikey Thompson. Tim Krause was reaching into the crease. Couldn't get it, and the Stingers will try and kill as much of this penalty as they can. 21 seconds left. They can kill all but 19 seconds of it. So there's 21 left on the shot clock when I started mentioning that. Thompson running back out around the top. Sorry, Ty Hill that was. There's a shot. They're looking for the shorthander. They're not trying to kill the penalty. They're trying to score, and they will get possession on a back-in call. Gross has to just put it down. Roger Weiss will let the penalty expire, just 1 second to go, and they're joined by Dewey Porter, who served it. Weiss will hit Porter with the low pass in the middle. There's a save by John. Nice little job reaching around the checker to make that pass. It was like a forward passing around the screen. Oh, the underhand pass attempt didn't quite get through. It was A.J. Young trying to feed that one through, and here go the Stingers back the other way. 99 on 99. Jacob Wynn strips it from Dewey Porter, but Porter's going to get possession back, 18 to shoot. He won't need nearly that much, but it's going to be stopped by Tristan John.
John's seen a lot of shots so far, but to only give up 2 goals nearly midway through this first half.
Well, he's playing pretty well. I'll tell you this. Oh, that one's knocked down. Actually, it went straight back to Kyle Welton, the founder of the Courage game. He was in Boston last week for a Courage game event, so decided to stick around for the week and play. Coaches at Bellevue, Washington High. There's a shot in the save by Tristan John. And, I mean, Bellevue is an absolute power in Washington State. Austin can't track that one down. He gets run past by Derek Bennett. Possession Stingers. They've got 20 on the shot clock. Jeremy Bomberry trying to make something happen. Goes down low. Oh, nice goal. The dip and dunk. Beautiful play by Gawas Schindler. Taking the pass. Actually, it was Nate Jobson that set him up. Gawas Schindler, a veteran with the Iroquois Nationals, and he's actually the GM of the Iroquois Nationals for the World Championships. Or was it the last Worlds? I'm not sure they've actually announced the full management roster for the upcoming tournament. Oakley Thomas takes possession and is going to look to set things going right away, and they get one. Tristan John looks like he can't believe that ball went through him. I'm not sure where the hole was, but it's snuck in by Nathan Jobson, or Nate Jobson, he tends to go by.
Again, just making quick work of that Courage Game house team defense. The Stingers getting on a little quick 2-0 burst here. Let's see if they can continue to build that momentum.
Miles Greenblatt comes up with the face-off wing, goes in for the shot. Did that get a bit of Mike Thompson? No, he just missed the net. So as it goes out of play, it will be Stingers' possession, and Jeremy Bomberry will run the floor. And he will make the most of that transition opportunity, ripping one near side. And you see that sometimes in these games that, it was getting pretty close. A couple of early goals for the Stingers, and then Courage Games seem to be finding their legs a bit, getting a bit of a flow going, getting some possession. But then the Stingers just burying opportunities when they get them of 5 different goal scorers.
Just about to bring that up. 5 different players have scored, really spreading the wealth around right now and making life really difficult for that Courage Game house team defense.
Mike Whalen, again, running in transition and scores right off the face-off and make it 6. I kind of stole your thunder because I saw you holding up your index card where you're keeping the stats, and I just saw that line of ones behind the goal column.
Make
Add
it
another one for Mike
now.
Whalen. Yeah.
Make it 6 different goal scorers for the Stingers. Haven't even put Oakley Thomas or Neil Paulus in the stat sheet yet. Maybe getting some rest this game a little bit.
Oh, no, Neil's looking for goals. He likes to score. Oakley Thomas, he's mostly a D-tranny. He's not going to light up the score sheet every time. But ball is stripped from John Siliberto. Nice work by the Courage Game team. And Jacob Wynn comes up with it. Oh, tries to make the pass across. It's picked off. And here come the Stingers. Mike Lazor was just waiting for that one. Boy, that was a dangerous place to throw the pass there. Right at mid-floor was Dewey Porter. It bounced out of his stick and just about rolled across center. Never want to accept a pass just on the other side, the offensive side of the center line. Dewey Porter behind the back is stopped by Tristan John. Here comes the Courage Game. Miles Greenblatt just a little nonchalant with possession. He gets stripped by the back-checking Stinger.
Good job by Cal Smith there.
Yeah.
Getting it sticking.
Solid effort. Smith's going to go up and play another offensive shift. 17 on the shot clock. Neil Pallas lets it go. Missed. He's going to stay up there as they grab possession. It's snagged by Scott Joyner. 8 to shoot. Nifty moves. But Ryan Cook can't quite finish. And I know he's given up 6 goals, but Tristan John's doing some nice things out there.
He is. To only give up 6 goals with the amount of shots that he's faced. 4:20 to go in this first half. That's not too bad.
Then illegal substitution called on the Courage Game. It's going to be power play for the Stingers, which is going to be a great opportunity for the Stingers to get one past John. Your friend of mine, Tim Austin, up at the top of the penalty kill. You went and picked Tim up from the train yesterday after he got up for the tournament, right?
I did.
How'd that go? Was that smooth?
Yeah, long 6-hour ride up for him, but he's here.
Bomberry takes it back, lets it rip. Ty Hill, once again. I keep calling Ty Hill by other names. I'm not sure why. And the Courage Game ices the ball. Try and kill some time here. Not
save.
Always a tactic you'll see on the penalty kill, but just trying to get some fresh legs out there. Sidearm pass gets through to Roger Weiss. He's directing traffic with his hands, gets it up to Ty Hill. There's a cutter on the crease. Nice ball movement, but Pallas had it skip off the head of his stick. It's a battle for it along the boards. Behind the back pass by Weiss. Somehow got it, threaded it through to Scott Joyner. But the ball gets knocked away. And we're going to have a behind the back dunk attempt, behind the net dunk attempt. Didn't quite work out for Ryan Cook, but good effort. You can dive from behind the net. And as long as the ball gets in over the goal line before any part of you or your stick touches down in the crease, that's a good goal. Long outside shot, almost fooled Mikey Thompson. That's Tim Krause trying to get on the board for the Courage Game. John, outlet pass. A little bit far, but tracking it down was Eli Gobrecht. He's running into the double team. We'll shovel it off to Wynn. Wynn, nice slip move all alone. Oh, Mikey T. Big hand save for Thompson. And Roger Weiss going the other direction. Boy, nice job by Jacob Wynn to get wide open, but could not beat the last line of defense.
Stingers picking one up.
The passer actually bounced off Lazor, but and they miss on the back door. Quick stick to Schindler, didn't quite connect. Here comes the Courage game running the floor. Tried to pass to the trail, but it was knocked down by Weiss on the back check. And Roger Weiss, I thought he had it for a second, and eventually they do get possession. Cal Smith will peel off. Hand the ball over to Jeremy Bomberry. So this will do it for the Stingers in the round robin portion of play, which will be all day today. 7 pools of 3 teams, modeled on the Alice Rabeski Memorial over in Prague at the spring, and works brilliantly. You have the 7 pools, everyone plays their little round robin. Great finish by Jeremy Bomberry, taking a beautiful pass from Ty Hill, and he tucks it home to make it 8-0 just into the final minute of play here in the first half.
That's a beautiful find there by Bomberry. And I want to say that's now his second goal of the game, or first one, excuse me. That'll put the Stingers up. That's 7-0, just 30 seconds to go. Got a little confused there.
That's 8, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right.
You're on the wrong game. You're looking at the first game.
Comparing to their last game.
I was looking at it. I was like, what are you doing? Nobody's got a hat trick in this. It's a busy, hectic time here at the LASNAI, but that's why we love it. And with 16 seconds to go, it's another goal. A little sidearm sweep shot. I believe that's Dewey Porter with that one. It is. And that will do it for the first half. 9-0 is going to be the score from a whole bunch of different goal scorers. That'd be Dewey Porter's second, that one, right?
Yep. Very entertaining first half for the Stingers. Looking really sharp here in this tournament so far. Got a couple of multi-goal scorers again in Porter and Bomberry. And a lot of different quality guys getting some action here. The first game we saw Thomas and Palace, and now seeing some other guys. It's a good sign for the Stingers moving forward.
I am Steven Stamp. This is Tom Scavetta with me, and we will explain a lot. I was saying, the round-robin format in the 7 pools. They play amongst their 3 teams, and then the top 2 teams in each pool will go into the playoffs. So the playoff games will start tomorrow at 9:40 a.m. Again, all the games will be on about half an hour to 45 minutes after they finish. So this, so you can look at the schedule on LaxAllStars and figure out when it's going to be coming up. Playoffs will run all day tomorrow. The quarterfinals getting underway about 8:30 p.m. Before that, it's all advancement and placement games. If you finished in third in your pool, and you're looking at the schedule, that's the teams T17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So those are the bottom 6 teams, and they will play for rankings in the final list of 21 teams. On Saturday, there'll be a lot of play-in, all the play-ins obviously working your way into the semifinals, and ultimately the bronze medal game at 8 p.m. Saturday and the gold medal game 9 p.m. Saturday night here at the gorgeous Onondaga Nation Fieldhouse.
Should be a very exciting tournament. I'm excited. This has
been
a great start,
right?
But through 3 games so far, we've seen 3 very uneven games in terms of goal scoring. So,
yeah, Syracuse clearly the class of this pool. It's going to be interesting when we do see the Courage game take on the
Casey Powell
World Lacrosse Experience. It's not actually experience, but I've got that in my head.
And without Casey Powell
today, and that's
might play a factor.
It could. Oh, big time. I think this Courage game, the way they're playing, it looks like they might do fairly well against Casey Powell, but against the CP team, we'll see. Oakley Thomas sets up Ryan Cook, and he makes no mistake this time. Ryan Longsocks Cook. Actually, those are some of the Nike leg the tights, the long tights. that are so in vogue with players these days. He goes dip and dunk and beats goaltender Brandon Gibson, who's come in for the second half for the Courage game. And Chase Martin has taken the spot between the pipes for the Stingers, now going left to right in their black with the yellow shoulder caps. Courage game wearing the dark with the black with the burgundy top. Wynn made the pass at the last moment. Maybe should have shot because I'm not sure that A.J. Young was prepared for that. They also have the lion on their chest and, of course, the numbers with a little rainbow effect going on, the yellow and orange. The Courage game team and the foundation use the rainbow obviously a lot to represent the LGBT folks that they deal with, and it's just, I mean, there's some great stuff that they're doing, really making a difference in the lives of youth who otherwise have been bullied. That's a nice save by Brandon Gibson. And it's just so compelling to see the work that Kyle Welton and his crew are doing. That one, though, Ryan Cook just tucks it home. Gibson, no chance. And Ryan Cook, 2 goals in a row here, making it 10-0 Syracuse Stingers.
Quick start already in the second half. 2 quick goals in not even 2 minutes with the new goaltender in the game, Brandon Gibson, replacing Tristan John, who did a decent job in that first half, considering what he was facing.
It gets a little overwhelming after a while. There are players of all different ability levels and experience levels in the tournament this weekend. That's part of what makes it so much fun, but it can be a challenge. And I mean, one of the things I know guys get the chance to say, hey, I played against Roger Weiss, or later I played against Lyle Thompson in this tournament. I have a fun story about the Israeli hockey team that I'll tell you sometime over the weekend. Long lob pass gets away. That's going to be an over and back call. It's waved down. Ball picked up by Greg Mitchell. Now they're going to actually call it over and back on the Courage game as Greg Mitchell picked the ball up on the offensive side of center and stepped back. It wasn't over and back on Syracuse. I didn't actually think play had been blown back in. There's Roger Weiss just missing. So it should have been blown down possession, maybe Courage game, but either way, they are going to get a big save from Gibson. And another one. Just got enough of that. Roger Weissel will rocket one home near side top corner. 11-0 Stingers.
Excellent vision there by Weiss to properly place that ball. Just finds the back of the net again. And now, Steven, I believe that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different goal scorers in this game for the Stingers.
Yep, they are spreading the wealth. Mikey Thompson coming along behind our broadcast location. Great to see him out on the floor, and in this case, behind the floor. Great facility here. We've talked about how beautiful it is as Lazor's shot is stopped, but the rebound tucked in. Nice pickup by Mike Whalen, who has been all over the floor and finally gets rewarded for it with a goal. Oh, he has 2 goals. I take it back. He scored the one in transition just before the first half ended.
Very dynamic offensive attack by the Stingers. Whalen right there again. And all of a sudden, this game is starting to become a blowout. That's 12-0 in favor of the Stingers. 10:48 to go.
No over and back there because on the face-off, until you've really established that you're moving towards the net, the over and back doesn't come into play. And there's a goal. It works out well as Jacob Wynn, who has really been central to any chances that the Courage game has created in this game, is rewarded with the first goal of the game for that club.
Jacob Wynn had a good opportunity at the end of that first half, too, where he just missed, but this time he finds the back of the net, puts the Courage game house team on the board. 12-1, Stingers lead.
And for the second time in 2 games, Mike Thompson throws a goose egg up on the board, shuts out the opponent for the first half, and Chase Martin lets it slip through his fingers like a fistful of sand.
It's like an illegal motion there on Oakley Thomas as Austin has it.
Courage game getting a chance down low. Brian and Guyan Going to pass, and there's a quick finish. Nice play. And is that Tim Austin scoring?
I think it was number 23.
Okay. So it's Tim
Courage
Krause.
Game House team, Tim Krause.
Okay. There he is. You know, when you're not sure, if you didn't catch it or you're looking at something, you're busy, you miss for some reason, you're not sure who scored, go with the camera guy. They always get it. I don't know how, but they always get the right guy, and they follow them to the bench. Ball scooped up there by Tim Austin. He's going to go to the net hard.
Ooh.
And get flattened. Crumples like a house of cards as he takes that big hit. And here come the Stingers. Roger Weiss messing me up by going righty there for a moment to make that pass. They're going to say the Stingers went through the crease and played it. So it will be Courage game possession. Pass ahead there by Tim O'Connor.
Got a lot of Tims on the Courage Game House team. There's 3.
A lot of Tim O'Connors. That's the second Tim O'Connor we've seen in this tournament. Long outlet pass. Great hustle back by Tim Krause. We saw him score the last goal, and you could see he just put his head down, knew the outlet was coming, and just sprinted to get in the way of the pass to Jeremy Bomberg. What a great effort. And we run back up the other way by Eli Gobrecht. Gobrecht goes to the net, and he is flattened after releasing that pass by Wayne Hill.
Stingers not messing around defensively. Some hard hits right now.
Yeah, you can't afford to admire your pass or shot. Not that Gobrecht even was. I mean, he was just releasing. There's behind the back shot by Ryan Cook. As he is flattened, that's going to be a crease call as he landed in the crease and as the ball missed the net.
Good defense by the 2 Tims there, Krause and Austin.
Krause takes a bang into the boards on the far side there by Ty Hill, who's back on defense. And Hill's going to pick up the loose ball, spins away from trouble. He's got one man with him who's going to set some screens for him. Nice effort by Cal Smith to try and open up some space, but didn't quite work out. And here comes the Courage game back the other way. We're midway through the second of the 2 15-minute running time periods. I'm Steven Stamp with Tom Scavetta. It's a cool name, by the way. Scavetta.
Thank you.
I like it. That pass, a little too far, but it's going to be tracked down. Breakaway chance, nice save, and Gibson just holds his spot. That is what you want to do as a goalie. It's just hang on and don't move and let it fall out and roll in. That would be a goal, but that was Danny Weiss taking off for the Stingers. He goes back to play D, but he was looking a little tuckered after that sprint. He'll now get to the bench, and the offense comes out. There's Mike Lazor taking the pass just above turf level. Brian Cook had to hop up, doesn't know where it went. It went straight over to Brandon Gibson. Gibson is going to look up the floor. Long pass, the man coming off the bench, Jacob Wynn. Wynn decides to try to drive through 3 guys, draws them over there, makes the pass, but it was low. Good idea, just poor execution as he gets to A.J. Young, and it's turned over. Gaywash Schindler looking for help as he steps across mid-floor. He's got 4 Courage game jerseys and nothing black and yellow, and then he does, and that's off the post by Dewey Porter. And boy, the Courage game defenders just fell asleep. Gaywash Schindler kind of lulled them into a false sense of security. Didn't telegraph that he had a man cutting back door and set up a beautiful scoring chance for Dewey Porter. You're counting players on the floor. Do you think it's too many men?
It's like too many men on Courage Game House team there. There was 6 guys and the goalie.
Well, that's just not right. You can't do that. So they'll go to the penalty kill. One minute man advantage for the Stingers. No. Tim Austin just ran out because, it's 5-on-5. We have matching penalties.
All sorts of confusion right now.
Okay, so Gaywash Schindler's taking one, and we have one at the other on the other side. So. And we're underway. 12-2 with 4:40 to play here in the game. Shot from the outside, gets through off the stick of Miles Greenblatt. Sorry, Jeremy Bombery. Looking on the wrong team. No possession there, so it's not a back-end violation. Oh, and that pass is just picked off. I think it was the middle linebacker stepping in, Cal Smith. Long outlet pass, wide open is Lynn. Oh, Jacob Wynn. And Chase Martin throws up a shoulder, gets a bit of it, it goes up out of play. And Jacob Wynn will start with possession once again for the Courage game. I'm liking Jacob Wynn's game.
It's the third time in this game he had an open look.
Yeah. Did Barry one for their first goal of the game. That pass was too high, and it's grabbed by Ty Hill. He's going to turn the wheel, the Jets on. No, that is actually Derek Bennett. Passes across. Oh, no finish there by Mike Whalen, who has a couple this game, looking for the hat trick.
As the official just took a tumble.
Long outlet pass. Play is blown down. And with the stoppage, the players will be released from the bench. And Gaywal Schindler wanted to go. He's like, I'm going down to play. But they called him over. No, now he is. They're calling him to the bench. Now he's going. Now he's coming back. They've got 5 out on the floor. So we are underway. 2:52 to go. 12-2 for the Stingers. They're on defense. A.J. Young. Shot from the outside. Pulled near post. But the save by Chase Martin. Not a bad shot by Nick Midbow. Offside shot, but Martin handles that one, denying Brian Ngoyan. Outlet pass is too far for Lazor, but he's going to track it down in the corner. Get there before it will bounce over to Gibson. Nice little flip pass, but Roger Weiss couldn't quite handle it. Final 2 minutes of play. There's an outlet pass. Dewey Porter looking to add to his scoring stats for the tournament. Nice fake. Gets Gibson leaning to his right. Comes back by the left shoulder. Hat trick, Dewey Porter.
Yep, and he's their leading goal scorer for their second game. And another good look faked out. The goalkeeper Gibson. 13-2, 137 to go. But the Courage Game House team, they're not playing bad. They're just overmatched. The Stingers team is very experienced.
Minute and a half to go here in the game. We'll have a quick interview on the floor once again after this game. Following will be the next group starting up. The Ganawaga Indians and Bassam Bombers will take the floor. Should be a really interesting game. Some great talent on those clubs. That shot missing by Wynn and goes back near mid-floor and over center floor. It's going to be over and back, but they'll just blow play right in. Gaywas Schindler. Oh, cheeky little goal. They're going to say he was in the crease before the ball got in. Palmer Funkenhauser right on the spot to make the call, the referee. Gaywas Schindler, nice move, but just kind of dropped the ball in and his foot had come down on the turf. Final 40 seconds. I'm going to make my way down to floor level. I'll leave you in the capable hands of Thomas Scavetta.
All right, folks. As last 30 seconds of this one now, Stingers as that pass a little high there for Palace, who's in the game. And there's a shot saved by the goalkeeper, Gibson. That was number 3, Scott Joyner. Down to 18 seconds here. Here's Tim Kraus. Kraus down the far side of the floor. And little, it looks like legal check there on number 10. It's Mike Lizor. Gibson saves another shot. And that will do it. Your final score, the Syracuse Stingers 13, the Courage Game House team 2. Stingers now 2-0 in pool play. Courage game house team drops to 0-1. Not a bad outing by the house team, but Stingers team just too experienced, as Steven Stamp is going to look for an on-field interview here with the Stingers in just a moment. And we'd like to remind you all that following this at 1:50 p.m., it's the Gunawaga Indians against the Bassam Bombers as they open up their play. So the Stingers are done for the day. 2 really solid wins for them. Teams are shaking hands right now here at the Onondaga Nation Fieldhouse. I'm Tom Scavetta, your color commentator for today's game, but Steven Stamp begins to weed out a player on the Stingers. There's John Goblik, our cameraman down there, doing an awesome job getting all those high-quality angles to watch on your video feed for us. Just to kill some time here is Stamp, as it looks like, see who he's trying to get. He's getting somebody on the Courage Game house team. It's Tim Austin, actually. Tim Austin, one of my best friends from home from North Babylon,
get that bucket
New York.
off, Tim Austin, and good work out there. Now, I mean, you're playing against a team with a lot of veteran talent, a lot of guys who have played together, and you guys are all just coming together. And, hey, how's it going? Good. So, how'd the game go for you guys getting a feel for playing against with a bunch of guys you've never met before?
Yeah, I mean, definitely not the way we wanted it to go, but at the end of the day, you really got to look and take away a lot of positives. Face-offs went really well. Miles and I did a great job, especially Miles. He killed it. But overall, just kind of coming together. Nobody got down the whole game. We were all just keep encouraging each other, keep working, just take it one step at a time to try to claw back in. So, yep.
Good stuff. Good luck in your next one. You got the Casey Powell World Foundation.
Yeah, should be good. Looking forward to it. I know. Huge fan of Casey Powell growing up and stuff. So
no kidding, one of the best, right? All right, thank you so much. Well, let's slide in here, and you guys, you had quite a game there, and you're done for the day now. What do you just scout the next game, or scout some of the teams you'll be playing, because you know the way you advance for the weekend?
I gotta go back to work, to be honest with you.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay, so. You were all over the floor in this game. I thought, Mike, it's Mike Whalen.
Yeah.
And we're looking up. I've been getting in trouble for not looking up at the camera up there. Hey, guys. So you're going back to work.
Yeah.
You let these guys do some scouting, let Neil figure it out. Then tomorrow you're back at it.
Yeah, I mean, team came together pretty well. I mean, last year we had a team put in. We got a pretty good squad right now, so we're looking forward to what happens next couple games moving forward.
A little more talent this year and a little longer bench. You've got more subs than you had last year.
Yeah, I think the longer bench helps out a lot.
Especially as you get into the 5th and 6th game.
Yeah, especially when you're on your, it's a couple games in one day. The longer bench helps, and I think a couple of us played it together last year, so we kind of know what we're doing, and I think the offense looks real good this year. So,
thanks so much. I'll let you get back to work. We'll be back with more lacrosse from the LASNAI.